But yeah, I'm just trying to be as fit as I can. Obviously this past year has been rough, but yeah, I also got really fat. Like I put on a lot of weight during quarantine because it's literally just I stopped working out, and then T was making food, really good food, and then I
Yeah.
was like snacking every night. I just kept eating and
I
eating
saw
every night.
all of T's Instagram posts with the food she
Oh
was
my
making,
god,
and I was like,
so good.
all that food's going into Ron's belly right now.
It
So,
was, yeah, and I enjoyed it
yeah,
a lot.
I was like, this is like a beautiful but catastrophic thing happening all at once.
Yeah, dude, it was bad. I was getting up there, man. I was like 220 at one point, and then and now I'm back down to like 185 ish.
Okay, awesome.
So because I was like, all right, I can't I can't do this
So
anymore.
this has got to
I have to
stop.
stop. This has got to stop. All right, you had your fun. All right, because I've always been one of those rubber band guys where I literally will like be shredded for a while, and then
Mm,
I'll just let myself go,
yeah,
and I'll
yeah,
just go
yeah.
back and
The
forth.
yo-yo.
Yeah,
I
man.
hate it.
I've never,
It's a
because
vicious
I've done
cycle.
all the things. We've done all the things. P90X, P90X 2, 3, Insanity.
Insanities.
Fuck
Yeah.
Insanity, man.
Like
Bullshit.
different type, like keto diets, intermittent fasting, they all work too. Like we've found success with
Yeah,
all these things. It's just you
yeah.
can't sustain it over
I've
time.
done
That's all.
everything you can think of. Uh, and I know what works. I know what doesn't work. And really, for me anyway, it's like I just have to remove temptation from the kitchen. As long as I remove any sugar, chocolate, popcorn. I love popcorn, man. I'll eat a whole
Yeah.
bowl of popcorn,
Oh
like
yeah.
those microwave popcorns.
Oh, yeah.
I'll just eat one of those at night. Like after work, I'll log off of work. I worked till like 11.
Yeah.
I'll log off. I'll play some games, and then I'll literally just like eat a bowl of popcorn and
Yeah, man.
watch some Netflix. Yeah,
I mean, for me, like when I was living in Astoria for like 3 years, we had a
yeah.
24/7 Rite Aid right across the street, and we had a
Oh
24/7
yeah,
organic store right next to it. So whenever I got home from like drinking or something, it didn't matter if I had like a lot to drink or if I had like a couple drinks, I would still get the munchies, like crazy munchies, and I would get pick up like
yeah,
a pint of ice cream, like Haagen Dazs ice cream, and also like a big, huge thing of Reese's. And
yeah.
usually I was munching on that stuff. And I feel like I carried that habit even when I moved out to the suburbs because I had a 24/7 7-Eleven on my drive home. So if I'm coming back late from tennis,
Yeah.
work or something, I was stopping at 7-Eleven. And I feel like I
Of
became like a
course.
regular there. The guy knew I came there for a pint of ice cream and the Reese's. It was so bad. But yeah, I made it up to 220 pounds by the end of 2019, and I'm much shorter than you. I'm at 5'8",
Yeah,
so that was like bad.
pretty hefty.
Like it was a chunkster for sure. Like I
Yeah,
feel like
dude.
some of our friends also like nobody's ever really said it to me until like last year. Like they're like, "Listen, man, I'm only saying this because I care about you, but you're getting
You need an
fat.
intervention, bro.
You're getting chunky.
You need to put down the ice cream. Yo, I ate so
Just put
much
it
ice
away."
cream. I ate so much ice cream during quarantine. Like we were just going through because we have a 24, pretty much 24/7,
Yeah.
uh, like bodega downstairs, and they always have like this really good brand of ice cream that I love, the caramel cone.
Oh yeah.
So I would eat like half of one every night. Basically, we would just go through them, man, and it was just like sugar is so addictive.
It's yeah, for
Uh,
sure.
Literally, I have to spend like 3 days of withdrawals to not crave it. And I've realized that basically once you like really put your mind to it and stop eating sugar, like in all forms, after like 2 days, literally just 2 days, you're like, all right, cool. I don't have a strong craving, like I can just ignore it or something.
Yeah,
But
definitely.
the best thing for me is literally just getting it out of the house, because if it's not there, then I don't have to worry about it. I don't have to like, because I'm not gonna lie to myself. If it's there and I have even the slightest craving, I will eat it.
It's
I will
gone.
make up any excuse on my mind. I'll
I
justify it.
deserve this.
I did so many push-ups today. I'm
this
just
is
gonna.
this is just gonna be a blip on the radar.
It's just whatever. I'll work out tomorrow. Yeah, we'll be good.
I'll burn this in a
And
second.
and the workout tomorrow never comes,
Yeah,
and then more. It's just a
very
terrible
vicious
cycle, a
cycle.
vicious
Yeah.
cycle, man. It's crazy. But yeah, I like. I feel like once you just cut out sugar, which is basically what all those diets that you mentioned are. It's like you're cutting out sugar and refined carbs,
Yeah.
uh, and then your body just kind of adjusts to it. So I mean, everyone's different. You got to find what works for you. But for me,
Definitely.
it's like I can't for consistency wise, I can't go on a diet. What I have to do is just cut out sugar for like 90% of the week, and then like 1 day or 2 days a week, I'll just go crazy and just eat whatever.
Yeah.
But then I can't do it 2 days in a row. If I do it 2 days in a row, then
That's
that
it.
becomes 6 days in a row.
It's a
If
habit
I
at
do it
that
one
point.
day, for
Yeah.
sure, it's so hard. And then if I do it for 1 day, and then I make a point not to eat any the next day, then I'm fine. But
Okay.
once that second day comes in where I start eating a little bit of sugar, I was like, oh, there's a piece of chocolate, whatever. Yeah, slippery slope, man. That is too addictive.
Yeah,
I
I
can't
know.
do it.
I mean, I'm still in the
It's
middle of my cutting phase, so like, I don't know what it's going to be once I actually hit my goal. So like now I'm down
yeah.
to 172 as of this
All right.
morning. So I'm trying to hit
Nice.
165 before I start to like actually maintain. Like I've been at a caloric deficit since the end of February, every day
Yeah.
essentially. So I think once I actually start wanting to just maintain what I'm eating, I don't really know how many calories it's going to be. I don't know how strict I'm going to be in terms of counting my calories.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, right now I'm just having one real meal every single day, and I'm on this program called Optavia, and
Yeah.
basically it's giving me 5 small meals that are already prepackaged and done. I don't have to think about it or anything. So
Nice.
I'm probably going to just decrease the amount of those little feelings that I have and increase the amount of real food I have. I feel like by this point, the whole thing with the program is just to instill habits. So like at
Mm.
this point, I've kind of honed in on things that I actually enjoy making. That's not true. I don't actually enjoy making it, but I actually enjoy like the product of what I've made.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
You like how
I've
you
gotten,
feel.
yeah, I
Yeah.
really like the way it tastes and stuff. Like I've learned how to make pretty good hummus at this point, a good chili.
Mm.
Because of what happened with quarantine, I wasn't eating as much meat, so I didn't become a
Mm.
vegan or anything. But like I'm probably having like 80% veggies compared to like 20% meat proteins like beef and
Mm.
chicken and stuff. And I feel like it's giving me way more energy. Like I don't need that much animal protein to function. Whereas I feel like other people, like either they just prefer to have it or they actually
Yeah.
need it. Like I don't know. Like my brother is an Ironman athlete. He's like super fit. He's one of the fittest people I know. He's essentially a vegan at this point. Like,
Yeah.
and he functions just fine. He has a ton of carbs, like breads, pastas, and stuff. Like he
But he
has
works
so
out.
many
He
carbs.
works out
Yeah, I
so
mean he's
much.
training like every day and
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah, a lot of swimming, running, and biking and everything. So
Yeah.
he needs
Yeah.
those carbs. Whereas our other friend who we went to high school with, Anthony, like all he eats is protein. All he eats is meat, and he has tons of energy. Also, he's like a freaking
Yeah.
energizer bunny. So
He's
everyone
always like
really
that
is
though.
different.
Yeah, man.
It's true.
Because it's like it also depends. Because if you're doing everything your brother's doing, right? If you're constantly training, like you need those carbs.
Yeah,
Like that's the
for
best.
sure.
That's the best source of energy for that quick energy, basically.
Yeah,
But if you're just working, if you're sitting at a desk for 8 hours and then you move over to your couch and you're not doing anything, you shouldn't be eating
yeah.
all those
Because then your
carbs.
body's just going to store those carbs into fats,
Yeah,
basically.
man, it's just gonna be fat. So it's like I don't know. Yeah, everyone is different. For me, I know what works for me, what doesn't work. I
Yeah,
I uh I like meat too much not to not
yeah.
to
I'm never
to
going
eat
to
it.
give meat up completely. Yeah,
Can't. But yeah, most people don't need it. It's like you can get protein as much protein from. We have to eat more plants obviously to get the same amount of protein, but
yeah.
you can still get what you need. Um, I'm not going to get into like the bioavailability or anything because I don't know what I'm
Yeah,
talking about.
I don't know. Just go watch Game Changers or something if you want to learn
Yeah,
more about the
yeah,
proteins and science behind all that stuff.
yeah. I'm not yeah. Disclaimer: we're not certified trainers or anything.
Or nutritionists or any of that
Don't listen
stuff.
to
You
us.
know, we just read a bunch of shit.
Yeah, we've just been working out since high school essentially.
Yeah.
Probably when did you start working out? Before high school, right?
Yeah,
like
I mean,
eighth grade,
I
I
guess I
think.
started with calisthenics before I even knew what calisthenics were when I was like in seventh or eighth grade. Like
Yeah,
doing the basic stuff, pull-ups, push-ups, and sit-ups. I used to be a fatty in grammar school.
yeah,
Also, got bullied and made fun of, and
same.
then I was like, I'm just gonna drop the weight and become ripped.
Yeah, I remember you were pretty jacked in freshman year.
Yeah, coming into freshman year, and then I decided to join
Yeah,
the shot put team, and also the cafeteria food at our high school was just like
yo, it's
yeah,
bacon, egg, and cheese every
crack.
morning, man.
Yeah, seriously, the Joey's chocolate chip cookies.
That would
That
be
got
that
me.
would be in your bag 24/7. You
I
would just
would
have a
always
joke.
have a cookie on hand.
The cookie would be this big. You would just be like, "Oh, yeah, that shit was dope."
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I mean, I I never worked out until I joined the football team freshman year, and then we were working out, and then I didn't really start working out till I did track and field for the next few years. That was when I was like in the gym constantly,
Yeah.
and then even then I wasn't really that into it. Like I was just trying different things and doing stuff. So it wasn't really until college when I blew up. I blew up to like 230, and it was like a
Mm,
fat 230. It
yeah,
wasn't
those
like
were some dark years I remember for you.
yeah. I had the worst. So this is the I had the worst acne of my life. I remember I had like really bad cystic acne all over. It was terrible, and I was like
Yeah.
230,
That's how you
and it
know like
was
T really loves you because she was still
for
dating you
sure.
at that time.
Yeah. So when she met me, it was when I had my track and field body.
Yeah.
I was like around 180 or something. I was
Yeah.
like in pretty good shape, and then it was a slippery slope that whole first year of just I worked in the cafeteria at school, so I literally ate everything. I had access to free food 24/7. I was eating Philly cheesesteaks, Taco Bell. I was eating like whole pizzas by myself,
Hmm.
and we would do that every day. I stopped playing. I stopped doing all physical activity. I stopped playing
It was all
basketball.
video games at that point. Like the
Nothing. I don't
GameCube.
remember what I was doing. We would just hang out
It was
and
all just the haze.
watch TV. It was like the first year of our relationship, so we were just together all the time. And I just remember eating the whole year. That's all I did. And then what happened the next year? I was like, this is terrible. I let myself go so bad. So then I remember I started doing Slim Fast diet. I did the Slim Fast diet.
Oh wow, I never knew you did Slim
Uh,
Fast. Okay.
yeah, I did that, and then I played. I joined the Ultimate Frisbee team. So I was practicing that twice a week, and then I was playing basketball. I started doing pickup basketball again. I was playing that for like 3 hours a day, like 4 days a week. I was doing that.
Okay.
So I was doing Slim Fast and I was doing all that stuff. I still wasn't working out at this point. Um, and then I dropped down to like 160. I lost like 60 something pounds in that like whatever 4 or 5 month span.
Yeah.
So when I came back to school, nobody recognized me because they all thought I was this giant kid. And then all of a sudden I was like crazy thin. And then basically what happened? I That's when I started doing P90X. I remember I lost the weight and then I started doing P90X, I think.
Hmm.
And then that's when I started getting like really into fitness and like really shredded. And I tried to maintain that as much as I can since. But it's just cycles, man. I just keep going through these cycles of being fat and then being in shape. And then
Yeah.
like right now I'm like in pretty terrible shape uh compared to what I know
Yeah.
like
Like you're in
my
the
peak could
process
be.
of rebuilding at this
For
point.
sure.
So yeah.
Yeah. So the injuries was a setback. The back was a setback, but I'm slowly able to start doing stuff without pain. I can do all calisthenic stuff, which is fine now. Um, I have to do a lot of like I hang on the bar a lot, so that helps my back a lot.
Yeah.
So and if you have any shoulder issues, that helps a lot too. Just
Yeah.
hanging on a bar.
Did you see that video? The Jeff Cavalier video, like by Athlete X, where they talk about that? Because I saw that video where he says like if you have back pain or any sort
Yeah,
of
yeah,
shoulder joint, rotator cuff pain, like just hang on the bar, but don't like hang like free hang, like your toes should still kind of be on the ground, but you're
Mhm.
like elongating your body
Yep.
essentially. And
Yep.
as long as you're doing that, like I don't know, for a few minutes or something, you can take breaks obviously in between, but
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
that's like a huge game changer. So I would
Mhm.
highly recommend that to like anybody. Just
Yeah.
do that if you have any pain in your back or shoulder.
Also, if you think about it, if you're sitting down, if you have a desk job or whatever, right? If you're sitting down for 8 hours, your spine is like kind of being compressed the whole time. So
Yeah,
hanging on the bar helps so much. I feel so much better
yeah,
after doing like 2 minutes on the bar.
definitely. It
I think
relieves so much pressure.
I'm pretty sure I heard it from Joe Rogan the first time. This is years ago, and then yeah, I fuck with Athlean X too, Jeff Cavalier. Jeff Cavalier, Athlean. Yeah, dude, he's my go-to whenever I need to like tweak anything or
Yeah.
I remember when I first started listening to him when I first hurt my back. I started doing those face pulls
Oh
where
yeah. He
it's
loves
like a
face
cable
pulls.
bar. He loves face pulls,
That's
man.
like
They're
his
so good.
thing.
Yeah, they're so good. I do my own version on the pull-up bar. I do I do the pull-up and then I do like I don't know what you call it. It's kind of like rows on the pull-up bar. I don't
Okay.
remember. But yeah, that helps a lot. Man, it's like I wanna just find the motivation to get back into shape again. So I'm glad that we're doing this because
Definitely.
it's been pretty rough. It's pretty depressing the past year for everyone, you
Yeah,
know.
I feel like the key
And
for like everything, like
yeah,
we've probably both experienced this at different points when we've actually lost weight. Like there has to be some sort of overarching goal that's driving you to do it. And like at the
yeah,
beginning of this year, it was when I found out my wife's pregnant and we're having a
mhm.
baby in fall. So I was like, you know what? I'm a fat motherfucker right now. Like I'm not the kind of person like that my kid is gonna be
yeah,
able to look up to. Like something's gotta change right now for
yeah, yeah.
sure. So like, just I gotta keep like that north star in mind, like constantly,
Mm.
because it's gonna suck at points, and you're gonna want if you have a stressful day or something, you want to have that cookie, you're gonna want to have a cupcake or something to like make you
Yeah,
feel better. You're gonna want to skip your workout. You
uh,
just have to remember that this is a long term game. It's a long term investment, and like, every little bit matters.
yeah, man. It's crazy how much I justify in my head where I'm like, I don't really need to do this. I'll do it tomorrow or like
Yeah,
whatever. I'll just eat this, whatever. But
yeah.
yeah,
It's
you're
like,
right.
what's the
It's really
harm?
just like you have to instill that mentality in you where it's like you just have to be consistent.
Yeah,
And if you're not consistent, you're just not going to get results.
exactly.
Um, but yeah, that's a good motivation. I remember back when I was training to be a stuntman, I was probably the most ripped I ever was
Yeah,
because I was like
because your career depended on it.
I was
At
like,
that
yeah,
point, your
I was
career is pretty
motivated to
aspiration.
be as athletic as possible. Like
Yeah.
I was training a lot of parkour, gymnastics. I was doing a lot of crazy shit. And then surprise, surprise, I got injured and I had to stop doing it.
Yeah.
But yeah, yeah.
And